Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your October 16th to the 31st, 2025 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much for doing so. And if you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, a healing, or a gift card, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. It is linked in the description box below. Now let's see what the tarot has to say. Now the tarot has gotten chatty while I was doing my little opening spiel. So here we have the King of Swords, we have the Three of Wands, the 10 of Wands, the 7 of Wands. You have a lot of wands so far. There's a lot of passion here. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Page of Swords, again, another sword. Ooh, the Empress. The 8 of Cups, the 2 of Pentacles, angels, and spirit guides. The King of Cups, that's you, angels, and spirit guides. That's like all the cards. No. Yes? Okay. Yeah, and the 5 of Swords. Okay, interesting. Oh, interesting. All right, sorry for that little conversation there in my head with Spirit. With the 5 of Swords, I was like, no, that's not the card that's supposed to be there. And Spirit's like, yes, it is, because the whole big placata, fell out. But it's very interesting. This is very interesting. The King of Cups, which represents you, Pisces, you are represented by the cups in the minor arcana and the 5 of Swords. So we're going to get into it. I'm excited for this reading. It holds a lot to it. At the main part, we have pretty much up until we get to the near future. We have wands and we have swords. We have the mind and we have passion, fire, tenacity, determination. All right. The King of Swords is at the heart of everything. This is air sign energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Now, it can be a air sign energy is at the heart of this time for you, but it's also about embracing your voice. Now, what's going to be really important here, Pisces, is to embrace your voice, but not through anger, not through frustration, but in passion of creativity and letting your creativity come forward, because your creativity needs to come forward. It's like boiling up inside of you. So being aware of that, especially if you are of an artist temperament, it's really, really important that you create during this time. The King of Swords is knowledge. The King of Swords is, again, that air sign energy, but it's knowledge, connection, it's words, it's deeper understandings, it's diving deeper into things, it's looking at things in different ways, asking questions. The King of Swords is fierceness, right? He's kind of like the least chill of all the kings, because he cuts through the heart of the matter. He is also representative of nobility, all right, because only nobility was allowed to own a sword. And so what you're going to see here is that there's an embrace of mind. There's also an elevation of status during this time, or a sense of stepping into a very prominent role of what it is that you want. Do not share your thoughts with everyone, because it's just not going to be the best idea. You're going to be looking at the future of things. I see Hunin and Moonin in the corner here, which is all about the past and the present coming together. And we see that in the 5 of Swords at the end, the culmination of that energy coming forward. So I do love that for you. There's also the Morgan energy. There's the sense of creation through pain. You have, and it's not saying that you need to be in pain in order to create. It's that you have been through painful periods in your life, and you have gone through a lot of transformation. Becoming the King of Swords was a battle that has been hard won and fiercely fought for. And what is the challenge here is to open up your horizons. And because there's a sense of like, my mind has seen it as this way, it has to be this way. And Spirit's saying, no, do not box yourself in. It's going to be so easy to say, this is the box that I want to be in. This is the way that it needs to be. And Spirit is saying no to that, to kind of like open up your mind, open up what it is that you want, but also start to like open up your horizons, the way that you're connecting with people, what you are looking for. And yeah, kind of you're going to have a tendency, I'm not sure exactly why, Pisces, but you're going to have a tendency towards rigidity during this time. And that is going to make you feel like stifled, trapped, and yet you're going to become more rigid the more trapped you feel. And so here it's like, let it go, let it flow. It's kind of like open up the the dams, which might mean that you let yourself have a good cry. It might mean that you let, the frustration, the anger out, but you're going to let that flow of energy out that has been bottled in. And here where you need to focus is on the 10 of Wands. What have you been carrying that has been way too burdensome for you, way too overwhelming? So with the 10 of Wands, you're going to see yourself setting yourself free. And you are, that's where you're focusing. It's like, I don't want to be carrying this anymore. Frustration, doubt, fear, anger, but also like, oh, I got this. Oh, I'll do this. Oh, I'll take this on. I'll add more to everything. And Spirit's like, no, this is not a time of adding more. This is a time of having less. And this is a time as you have less, you become more free. You become more connected with what it is that you want. And you start to see what you've been carrying. It's like you can always wait for the perfect moment, but here's a secret. Perfect doesn't exist, and the perfect moment will never come. It is letting yourself feel aligned within your own skin, feel enough within your soul, and then you start to let yourself put down what you've been carrying and say, now is the time to create. Now is the time to cultivate, especially around words. Anything that you want to convey a message, you're going to be exquisite at. Storytelling, writing, if you want your drawings to convey a message, like that's going to be your thing during this time. This sense of communicating through connection, through art, through storytelling. However you storytell, that is going to be a really powerful medium for you during this time, Pisces. It moves us then to the energy that's now moving away. You always felt like you had to fight. You had to prove yourself. And so being aware of this is going to be super important during this time. With the 7 of Wands. With the 7 of Wands, it's like, I've been fighting fools, or I've been fighting demons from my past, right? And here it's like, okay, I know what I need to fight, right? I know what I stand for, what is at my core of being in self. And I'm releasing the rest of it. And as you're releasing the rest of it, what you're going to see is that you then move, at your heart, you're the king, right? But your strength during this time is that you are also the student. So you're the one who knows and the one who has authority, but you also have a student's soul. And you're going to be getting messages from Spirit. You're also going to see yourself moving forward during this time quite powerfully. The messages that come to you through Spirit cut through a lot of doubts, give a clarity that you hadn't seen before. Do not be afraid to ask questions. You are going to be afraid to ask questions. You don't want to be seen as a student. You want to be seen as the one who knows. But through asking the questions and diving deeper into things, you're going to see the doors really starting to open to you. And you're going to see yourself like breaking down barriers that were once there. It's like, oh my gosh, I got this. I see this. And then we have the Empress. This is the energy of creativity, of determination, of moving forward towards what it is that you want to create and what you want within your life. The near future is all about you cultivating what is powerful and perfect for you. And I use the word perfect, not in the sense that it has to be this perfect thing, but it's like it resonates so well with your soul. And it's kind of like going against the grain of what everybody else said that it should be. And now you're sitting there. And again, as long as you move forward in love, in kindness, in harmony, you walk gently on this earth, you do no harm, you let yourself shine. And this is a time where you let yourself shine. And there's a freedom of movement. Rhiannon is the goddess of horses. You have the horse right here with the page. You are starting to become a student of how to ride forward, how to go after what it is that you want. It doesn't matter if the other person, like right beside you, is like, you want that? Like you're going after that. It's like, yeah, this is my dream. This is where I want to be. And it doesn't mean that we, quit our job, join the circus, unless you have talent for that, of course. But it does mean that you're looking at the bigger picture of where it is that you want to be. You're looking at the bigger picture of what it is that you want and where it is that you're headed. And this is a time of creation. This is a time of connection. This is a time of inspiration. And the advice is to start your adventure, is to choose your path, is to say, this is me. Or maybe not choose your path, but just start walking. It's like, I'm on this adventure. I'm going after what it is that I want. I'm not being held back anymore. And there's an excitement and there's a beauty and there's a thrill to that with the 8 of Cups. It's also an ending. Like there's certain things have ended, right? The 8 of Cups can also be an ending as severe as a divorce. Certain things have come to an end. Certain things have come to their natural conclusion. Now you're going to see yourself moving forward on a new adventure, like in a new way of seeing things. You're breaking out of old patterns, old rigidities, like old ways of being held back, old cages that you used to think, oh my gosh, I just have to stay here. And now you're like, the bars are rusty. I can just push it and it opens. Now with the Two of Pentacles, this is the environment that you're in. A lot of emotions are here. So being aware of that, that's why you can fall easily into anger or into being way too analytical, because it's kind of like, I don't want to let myself feel. Feeling is going to be important. So understanding that is going to be an important thing. Not everything is going to be as forthright as you would like it to be, as upfront as you would like it to be. There's a bit of sneakiness. Now, it could be internal sneakiness, or it could be external sneakiness, meaning people can be sneaky around you, or it can be that you're being sneaky kind of to yourself, not fully letting yourself see what it is that you want, or, like just saying things to yourself, like we all do, like that we know isn't true, or that we forget things. So here, just being really open and honest with yourself during the last half of October is going to be really powerful and really important. You're juggling a lot. It's time to break things down and say, these are the things that I'm focusing on. This is what I want. There are going to be two people in your life that are hard to trust during this time. So just be aware of that, or that really bring up a lot of emotions for you, like really kind of like poke the bear. So being aware of that as well. Now they actually do need to be, because the emotions need to be calmed and centered. So these people, even though you'll find them really annoying, they're going to like kind of like serve a powerful purpose. The hopes and the fears is the King of Cups. That's you, Pisces. You want to be the King of Cups, and yet you fear being the King of Cups. The responsibility, the power, the authority, the success, and the burdens of it all. There's healing here. There's love here. Connecting with healing love, slowing things down, embracing the heart. That's going to be really important. The emotions are quite intense that are around you. And it's staying calm within the storms that is the main power of the King of Cups. It is that he says, I know what I love, and I know how to move forward in it. I embrace my heart. I embrace connection with people, yes, but I will not let those people like demand of me what isn't right for my soul. And the fear is that emotions overwhelm. And we are just constantly in a state of panic and emotional upheaval. It brings us then to the Five of Swords. Change your mind and you change your life. There's also the Five of Cups, but the Five of Swords here is this real sense of you fought these battles before, and you have. And before you were beaten, before you didn't know enough, like you just didn't have the skills enough to come out of them in the success that you wanted to be. And you come back to it now, but you are completely different. You are trained. You know what it is that you want. And by trained, I mean you've lived more life. And you fight. But now you move forward in success, in prosperity. And you don't give the person back their sword so they can run you through when you turn around. Nobody in the Middle Ages would have done that. You won. They lost. It was a brutal world. It really was. The Five of Swords is saying, hey, listen, yes, be a good sport about things, but also do not be such a good sport that you diminish your wins and you diminish yourself. The Five of Swords is power well earned. It's determination, it's focus, it's insight, and it's skills that you will have with you forevermore. You've changed, Pisces. You've changed. And you've been through really trying times. Now it is time to step forward in love and compassion for yourself and letting yourself be a bit gentler, a bit calmer. That's going to be really important. That calmness, that centeredness, that is going to be a powerful tool for you during the last half of October and for the rest of your life. That ability to create, cultivate, nurture, and love. It cannot be forced. It can only be cared for and nurtured. It can only be cultivated. That's it. It cannot be forced. It can only be cultivated. So let's see here what Spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is also love coming in as you create and cultivate what it is that you want, as you move in an energy of creation. Okay? You either strengthen the love that you are in, or you call the love forward for you that you are seeking for. But it's not going to come until the burdens are put down, the fighting has stopped, and you let yourself be like, I don't know everything. I don't know everything, but I'm searching. And that is a scary place to be in life, in the journey of life, but it's also a really honest, beautiful place. Your subconscious spirit message is light. Let the light shine in. Let the light shine in. You could also do the light meditation where you look at the flickering of the candle and you let yourself meditate that way, but let the light in. Let the light in, let the joy in. Let the things that raise your joy, raise your laughter, raise your energy vibration. It moves us then to the chakra energy, angels, and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Guide this reading. And show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. This is creativity. This is the sacral chakra. And it's letting yourself create. It's letting yourself also embrace your central energy of being. And it's letting creativity and passion guide you. It's also letting your life energy flow through you, right? It's saying, I let creation and passion guide me forward. The energy to be mindful of, angels and spirit guides. Ooh, it's the Seven of Swords. Worry, doubt, fear, overthinking, overanalyzing. So I run from my thoughts, right? Or I fear this, so I won't look at it type of thing. Here with the Seven of Swords, just being aware of the subconscious energy to be, not subconscious, but the energy to be mindful of, is that, first of all, not everybody's telling you the truth. Okay, there are some lies that are going on that wound you, that are intense. Okay, and it can be that you were lied to, and then it made you shut down, and that's also going to be something that needs to be looked at. Or somebody said something that was really hurtful and made you shut down. So being aware of that is going to be super important during this time, because this is a time where you are coming out of this darkness and you're like kicking open the cage and you're like, I'm setting myself free. I'm so tired of waiting to be rescued, because that ain't happening, right? And that is something that we all learn. It's like, oh, I'm now stepping into the power of myself. And you're now no longer listening to other people's lies. It brings us then to the subconscious spirit message, and that is love. All you need is love. You are guided by love, the King of Cups. Love is your beacon. And if you don't love it, right? If you don't love it, it's kind of like that joy you feel when you hold a puppy or a kitten, right? It's like, oh my God, I love this, right? That love that's like just joyous. You're not going to have that every moment of the day. But if you don't have that at all throughout the day, it's like you need to recalibrate. That's going to be so important during this time here, Pisces. This recalibration towards love and towards oneness of self. Peace and harmony within yourself. You're being really mean to yourself, and you got to stop. Subconscious chakra message is soul's healing. This is the soul star chakra located 6 inches above your crown. You are healing, you are connecting, you are opening up to your heart and yourself. And that energy is falling down on you. The Four of Wands. Ooh, is this somebody who broke up with you? Like either you were married or you thought you would get married or something like that, and they left a really deep scar. But this can also be around work, like, oh, you always promised a promotion, and then you're starting to realize, like, oh my gosh, they're just leading me on, like they're dragging me by the nose type of thing. This is lies around success and prosperity, okay? And it's like you were being toyed with. It moves us then to the subconscious tarot message, and this is the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is like, hey, listen, the way you're seeing things, it's going to take a turn. Like, things are going to take a turn. You're going to be pulled in a different direction, and you're kind of going to go kicking and screaming and be like, I don't want to see it this way. Like, I don't want to do this. Like, why are you taking up my time? And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, that's exactly what I needed to do. Like, that's exactly what I needed to see. And it's going to bring a clarity to you that's like, oh, okay, that's what that's for. All right. All right, Pisces. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. I hope you guys have a brilliant and lovely and blessed end of October, a blessed life, and a happy Halloween. Bye.